Hello viewers, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Presenting to you this tutorial, I'm your tutor Patrick Divine. Okay, so I'm your tutor Patrick Divine, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to solve functions, So today our focus will be on functions. On functions. So this is what we are doing today. All right, so if you want to get in touch with me, if you have a question, you can actually inbox me on this number on WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp me on this number. If you need tuitions, online tuitions, you can WhatsApp me on this number here. So my number is 0975334778. That is my WhatsApp line. So we are focusing on functions today. Okay, this is our topic for today, functions. All right, so if you are new to this YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, for more lessons. Okay, so this is what we are doing today. We have a question here saying that this is our number one. So it's saying that if f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 and g of x is equals to x squared to the power of x squared minus 4, find a. So a, we have this question f of 3, and b, we have this question g of what? G of 4. Okay, so these are the questions that we have. So make sure that you watch this video till the end, because I'm going to cover everything about functions. So we are going to cover everything about functions. So make sure that you follow it very well, you follow everything very well. Remember to subscribe for more videos. Okay, so this is the question. So for you to be able to tell that this is a function before we solve this question, so for you to be able to tell that this is a function, a function is denoted by f of x. Okay, f of x, it can be p of x, it can be g of x, it can be q of x. This is what a function is. For as long as it is denoted by this, it is represented like this. So if you see something like this, that means that it is a function. You'll be able to tell that it is a function. So that is what a function looks like. So here we have these expressions here. So they are saying that if f of x is equal to that, and g of x is equal to that here. So this is a. So they're asking us to find what? A. To find this. Okay. To find what? To find this. So now you check. How does this look like? Okay. This one is similar to which one? Is it similar to this one, or it is similar to that one? So this one as f. Okay. So this one as f mean that it is similar to that function here. Okay, so mean that this is the function that we are going to. So we are going to use this one to solve this function here. All right, so let's say solutions. Okay, solutions. Okay, so our a, it is what we are solving. We are solving this f of 3. So we are saying that this is similar to this function. So meaning that we are going to use this function to find the value, the value of this function. Okay, so this is the function that we are going to use. The function that we are going to use, you just copy it. You copy it. That is the first thing to do. F of x is equal to 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. All right. So they are asking us to find what? F of 3. Okay, to find f of 3 like that. They're asking us to find f of 3. So f of 3 is equal to what? So here there is x. Okay, here there is x, but here they are saying that we should put what? 3 where there is what? There is x. They have put 3 where there is x, meaning that also this side we must put 3 where there is what? There is x. That is the thing to do. So we need to put 3 where there is x even this side. So here we are going to put 2 multiplied by what? By 3. So 3 has been substituted by what? X has been substituted by 3 here. So the function goes on, it says minus 1 like that. So you just continue. What is 2 multiplied by 3? So if the number is attached to a bracket, mean that it's supposed to be multiplied with everything that is in the bracket. So this is what you're supposed to do. So 2 multiplied by 3, it is 6 minus 1 like that. So now, what is 6 minus 1? What is 6 minus 1? 6 minus 1, it is what? It is 5. So that is the answer to that question. That is the answer to that question. So now we go to B. We go to what? To B. So our B, they are saying that we should find what? F of 4. Or we should find G of 4. So G of 4, this is the function that is similar to G of 4. So we do the same thing. So we copy this function. We say G of what? Of X is equal to X squared minus 4, like that. Okay, X squared minus 4, like that. So now we say this is the function that we are finding. So we say G of 4 is equal to, so where there is X, we put what? We put 4. So we will say 4 to the power 2 minus what? Minus 4, like that. Are we together? So that is the thing to do. So here we'll say that 4 squared. 4 squared is just the same as 4 times 4. So what is 4 times 4? 4 times 4, you find that it is 16. So you put 16 like that. 16 minus 4. So what is 16 minus 4? What is 16 minus 4? So 16 minus 4, you find that the answer is 12. Like that. So this is the answer to that question. That is the answer to that question. I hope you are following and understanding everything that I'm teaching here. I hope you're following and understanding everything that I am teaching here. So let's go to these other questions. So I'm sure you've understood on how to find these questions. Okay. All right. So this question, it's saying that if, okay, so this question is saying that if f of x is equal to 3 of what? 3x minus 2, like that, over 2, and g of x is equal to x minus 5. So they are saying that find the value, okay, the value of x, okay, find the value of x if, find the value of x if a, we are finding a, so if f of what? F of x is equal to 2, then b, if g of x is equal to 10. So this question, they're saying that given that, so say given that, okay, so given that f of x is equal to this is f of x, okay, and what? G of x is that here, okay, g of x is that. So now they are saying that find the value of what? The value of x if f of x is 2 and b is f of x is what? Is equal, g of x is equal to 10. So they're asking you to find the value of what? The value of x. Find the value of x if f of x is equal to 2. So What are they telling you here? They are telling you that they have found what? They have already found f of x. They have already found what? They have already found this part. Okay? They have already found this part. The answer is this one. Are we together? So f of x, they have already found f of x. The answer is this one. Now, they are asking you to find what? The value of x. They're asking you to find the value of x. So they are saying that this, so we copy this, so that we say solutions. So this is how you solve this question. So say a, this is the a that we are solving. So we are saying that f of what? F of x is equal to 3x minus what? Minus 2 over what? Over 2, like that. Now they are saying that f of x, they have already found it. It is what? It is 2. So now, what is the value of what? The value of x. That is what they are saying. Find the value of x. So they're saying that f of x, they have already found it. It is this one. So you replace this f of x with what? With 2. So it is going to be 2. We have just replaced this is equal to 3x minus 2 over what? Over 2, like that. This is what they mean. Then you find the value of x. You know that this is a fraction. So if you are dividing fractions, you cross multiply like that. Okay? So then 2 times that, it is what? It is 2. Then this times that is just everything like that. So 1 times 3. So you multiply them like this. This 1 goes with that. This 2 goes with that. So 1 multiplied by this, it is just 3x minus 2 is equal to 2 times 2. 2 times 2, it is 4. Like that. Then this is a simple equation that you cannot fail to solve. That is a simple equation that you cannot fail to solve. So now you solve 3x. Here it is just to make the to make x the subject, since you are finding the value of x. So 3 is equal to, these are the like terms, so you just collect the like terms here, is equal to 4. When this 2, negative 2, it crosses the equal sign, it becomes positive 2, like that. Then it will be 3x, okay? 3x is equal to what? 4 plus 2, that is 6. Then over 3 over 3 to get rid of what? X. So x is equal to what? 3 into 6. So 3 into 6, you find that the answer is what? The answer is 2. So therefore x is this is the value of what? This is the value of x. That is how you find these answers. That is how you find these answers. So we are done with that one. Let's go to B. So B, they are saying that if they are saying that g of x is equal to that. G of x is equal to that. Now they are saying that find the value of what? The value of x if g of x is equal to 10. So they have already found g of x. Okay? They have already found g of x. So now they want you to find what? The value of x if g of x is equal to what? To 10. So this is our g of x. So our g of x, so this is our b. Okay? So g of x is equal to x minus 5, like that. X minus 5. Then they are saying that this, they have already found it. It is that. Okay? So we're going to say 10 is equal to x minus 5. So now what is x? What is x? You already know that you need to make x as the subject of the formula. So meaning that these two are the like terms. So these negative 5 is going to cross to the other side. It is going to cross to the other side. So that is 10. When then negative 5, when it crosses to the other side, it becomes positive 5 is equals to what? To x. So what is 10 plus 5? So 10 plus 5, you find that is what? It is 15 equal to what? To x. Like that. Then you say, therefore, x is equal to what? To 15. Like that. So that is how you find the value of x. That is how we find the value of what? The value of x. I hope you are getting everything that I'm teaching. I hope you are getting everything that I'm teaching. So let's move to another part of functions, another part of functions. So make sure that you finish this video, because I'm going to cover everything about functions. I'm going to cover everything about functions. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe, and also share this link to other friends, or even on Facebook or any other platform where you think it might benefit people. You know, there are people who are failing exams, who are writing GCEs. They have tried their best, but they are failing. They need help. So this is the help that I'm giving you. So make sure that you invite more friends, you invite more people, invite relatives to learn with us so that they can benefit as well. Don't be selfish to benefit alone. Okay, so here we have another question. So we are going to move to another part of functions. So the other part of functions, we call it composite. Okay, composite functions. So this is composite what? Composite functions. So how do composite functions look like? The questions that come in your exams, they are like this. Okay, the questions, they are like this. So it is saying that given that, so the question is saying given that f of x equal to 2x plus 4 over 5, and g of x, okay, g of x is equal to 3x, equal to 3x, okay, so 3x minus 1, like that. Okay, 3x minus 1. Now they're asking you that you should find, okay, they're asking you that you should find a as f of g of x, like that. Okay, then b as f of what? Of g of 2, like that. Then finally c as g of f of x, that way. Okay, so it's saying that given that f of x, so f of x, this is what? This is f of x. So meaning that this is the function of what? Of f of x. This is the function f of x, and this is also a function g of x. The function g of x, it is like that. So now they're asking you to find the composite function of f of g of x, fg of x. This is it is called a composite function. A composite function is a function which has two functions attached. Okay, so this is f right here. This is g, that is g right there. So they are attached. Okay, so f is attached to what? To g, like that. So when you see something like this, just know that it is a composite function. Sometimes they are written like this: f, there is o, like that, then g x, like that. So sometimes this part, this one might be written like that. Okay, so that is the same way. All right, so now you know what we are talking about. You know what we are talking about. So we are solving composite function. This is the part that we are solving. Okay, so we'll say solutions. Okay, solutions. All right, so what is a? Okay, so we are solving a. All right, so we are solving a, like that. So a, they are saying that f of what? Of g, fg of x. So that is the function that they want us to find, fg of x. Fg of x, like that. So what it means, what it means. So this is the function f. So this is the what? The function what? The function f. So here what they mean, they mean that you get the function of f. So the one that starts, the one that is starting, this expression, the one that is starting with, it is what is starting with f. So f, this is the function of f right here. Okay? So for f, this is the function, this is the function. So you get f, you get this function, okay? You get this function, you put where there is f, okay? You put where there is f, then where there is x in the function of f, where there is x in the function of what? Of f, you need to replace the function of g. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Let me write what I'm talking about here. So this is just like, so this is what? This is f. Okay, I'll just say this is what they're saying. So they're saying that f of x, it is x equal to what? 2x plus 4 over 5, like that. So this is the function of what? F of x. This is the function of f of x. So they want you to get this function. And where there is x, get this point, where there is x, you need to put the function of what? Of g of x. Where there is x, here, x has to be replaced by the function of what? Of g of x. That's what they mean. So where there is x here, x is supposed to be replaced by the function of what? The function of what? The function of g, like that. That is what they mean. So you get this function, okay? So this is the function that is 2, okay? That is 2. So you say is equal to, you get the function of f, that is the function of f, that is 2. So x, so when this is 2, we write 2 like that. Then x has to be replaced with the function of what? X has to be replaced with the function of what? The function of g, like that. The function of g of x, like that. So x has to be replaced. So you just open the bracket like that. You're multiplying, okay? So x, we remove x, we put this part. So we remove x, we put what? 3x minus 1, like that. We close the bracket, just x. Okay, so this whole thing here has been replaced by what? By x. This whole thing has been replaced by what? By x. So what follows here? So everything, this here, it has been replaced by what? By x. So this is it here. So what has remained is what? Is plus 4. Okay? Is plus 4. Then this whole thing, they are saying that it is divided by what? By 5. So this is what it means. Fg of x. That is what it means, like that. Then from here, this you can solve it. So we can solve when a number is it's outside the bracket and it is attached to the bracket, mean that it's supposed to be multiplied with everything inside. So we multiply 2 by everything, that is 2 times 3x, that is 6x. Then 2 times -1, that is -2, like that. Then here it's plus 4, like that. Divide by 5. As simple as that. Divide by 5. Then we go on 6x minus 2 plus that. So this is not a like term of that. So you just write it 6x, like that. 6x. What is -2 plus 4? -2 plus 4, you find that the answer is what? Is positive what? Positive 2. Then divide by 5. So mean that f g of what? Of x is equal to this part. It is equal to that. Okay, that is how you solve that kind of equation. That is how you solve that kind of equation. So now let's go to b. Let's go to B. So B, it's saying that fg of x, fg of what? Of x. Fg of x is equal to what? To 2. Fg of x of 2. Fg of 2, not f of fg of x. So fg of 2. So fg of 2. So if you look at this, it is similar to what? It is similar to this here. It is similar to this here. Okay? The answer that we had found, okay? So it is similar to this. So if this is fg, this is what? This is fg. But here there is x. Here there is what? There is 2. Meaning that we are going to put x where there is what? There is 2 there. So the answer that we had found for fg of x is this one. So they are saying that we should find what? We should find fg of what? Of 2. Okay. So now what is fg of 2? So fg of 2, here there is what? There is x. So we need, in this expression here, this expression, we need to substitute 2 where there is what? There is x. So x has to be replaced with what? Has to be replaced by what? By 2. So mean that it is what? 6, open bracket, we put the 2, this 2 we put 2 plus 2, divide by what? By 5, like that. Okay? Divide by 5. So this is our B that we are looking for. Okay, so we say equals, what is 6 times 2? 6 times 2, you find that it is what? It is 12, like that. Plus 2. Then it is divided by what? By 5. Like that. So what is 12 plus 5? What is 12 plus 5? 12 plus 5, you find that the answer is what? Is 14. Then divide by 5. So here, there is no number which can go in both without leaving a remainder. So the answer ends from there. So that is the answer there. That is the answer there. This is the final answer there. Okay. So I hope you are understanding. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So here, this is our C. Okay. That is our C. They're asking us to find what? G of what? G of f of x. G of f of x. This is also a composite function. Okay. This is also a composite function. They're asking us to find what? G of f of x. So mean that the function that is starting with, it is what? It is g. Meaning that you are getting the function of g. You are getting the function of g. And where there is what? There is x. You're supposed to replace x by the function of what? The function of f. The same way that we had done that with that one. Okay? So, we get the function of what? This is the first function that is starting with. This expression starting with function what? This expression starting with function g. So, g, you get the function of g of x. Okay? Then, replace where there is x in the function of g of x by what? With f of x. So, you say this is c, right? So, this is c. We know that the function of c, we know that g of x is equal to what? To 3x minus what? Minus 1. Like that. Then they're saying that g of what? F of x. Here. Okay? G of f of x. Let me write it here to create more space. So g of f of what? Of f of x, like that, is equal to, okay, is equal to, so now you get the function of g. So this is the function of g. So the function of g is 3. But where there is x, where there is what? Where there is x, replace x with the function of what? The function of f of x. That is what they mean. So we are going to replace x with the function of what? Of f. So we are going to replace x. So this is x. We remove x. We put what? 2. This is the function that we are replacing. 2x. Okay, that is 2x plus 4. Then it is divided by what? By 5, like that. Okay. So this is the function that we have replaced g with. Okay. Then it's saying that here, since here, it is here, it is just right here. Okay, it is just right here. It is just right here. So we have replaced this. So this is 3 times x, 3 times x, 3 times x, like that. Okay, then what follows is minus. Okay, minus, so that is the minus, then 1, like that. Okay, 1, like that. Then here you can multiply everything with, we can multiply 3 by everything inside. So it is going to be 3 times 2x, that is 6x, plus 3 times 4, that is what? That is 12. Divide by what? Divide by 5. Then there is minus 1, like that. Minus 1, like that. Then here you know that it is a fraction. We just look for the common factor. So the common factor is 5. 5 into 5, it's 1. 1 times everything there, it is everything like that. 6x plus 12, like that. Then minus 1 into 5, it is 5. 5 times 1, that is what? That is 5, like that. Okay, so these are the like terms. These are the like terms right there. So x, 6x. So 12 minus what? 12 minus 5. What is 12 minus 5? 12 minus 5, you find that it's positive what? Positive 7, like that. Then divide by what? By 5. So this is what? This is g f of what? Of x, like that. So that's how you find this expression. That is how you find that expression. I hope you are getting the point. I hope you've gotten how to solve composite functions. So that is how you can solve composite functions. So now let's solve our last example. Okay, our last example. So we are going to solve our last example about the inverse functions. Okay, so about what? Inverse functions. So we are going to solve inverse functions. So inverse functions. Okay, so this is what we are going to solve. This is the final that we are going to solve. So this is the final part of functions. That is the final part of functions according to your syllabus, the grade 12 syllabus. So that is the final part. So what do we have on this one? What do we have on the inverse functions? What do we have on the inverse functions? So the question is saying that if okay, so if it's saying that if f of x, okay, so that is f of x. So if f of x is equal to 2x plus 6, like that, and okay, and g of what? G of x is equal to 2x minus 3. Divide by what? Divide by 2, like that. Okay, so they are asking us to find, okay, find a. So a, we have f inverse of what? Inverse of x, like that. And b, we have g inverse of what? Inverse of x, like that. Then we say c, okay, say c, we say f inverse of 2, like that. Okay, so this question, so we are talking about inverse functions. We are talking about what? Inverse functions. All right, so we are talking about inverse functions here. That is what we are talking about here. So inverse functions look like this. It is f to the power -1 then x, or it can be p to the power -1 then x, like that. So this is an inverse function. Okay, this is an inverse function. So this is an inverse function of what? Of f of x. Okay, so this is an inverse function of what? Of f of x. Okay, so now how do you find these inverse functions? How do you find inverse functions? So we'll say solutions, like that. Then we'll say we're finding what? A. So our A, they are saying that we find the what? The inverse function of what? Of x. The inverse function of x. Okay, so we'll look at this expression. Okay, so now this expression, this is f inverse of x. This, is it related to this function here, or it is related to that function? So this, it is related to this function because it has f. Okay, it has what? It has f. So mean that we are going to use this function to find the answer. We are going to use that function to find the answer. So now we say f inverse of what? Of x is equal to this. So we do this. So the first thing that you need to do is to copy the function. So you say f of what? Of x is equal to what? 2x plus what? Plus 6, like that. So now they're asking you to find what? F inverse. Okay, f inverse of what? Of x is equal to, so you copy this. Okay, you copy this, so that is 2x plus 6. So this is the procedure how to solve it. Okay, you copy that. All right, then this part here, replace it with what? Letter y. Always replace this part, okay, with what? Letter y. So mean that the equation is going to be 2x plus what? Plus 6. That is the first procedure. So the first procedure, the first step is to what? To replace this by what? By y. Always remember, if you're finding the inverse of a function, replace this with what? With y. Okay, so that is what we have done. So this is now an equation. So now the second step is to make x the subject of the formula. The second step is to make x the subject of the formula. So how can we make x the subject of the formula? Meaning that we need to leave it alone. Okay, so mean that this has to come this side. So we have y, when this is positive 6, it has to come this side. It becomes negative what? Negative 6 is equal to what? To 2x. But we are not looking for 2x. We are looking for what? X as the subject. So we divide both sides by 2 in order to get rid of what? Of x, like that. 2 by 2, that's x. So the answer will be what? X is equal to y minus what? Minus 6 divided by what? By 2, like that. So we have made x as the subject. We have made x as the subject of the formula here. So the next thing to do, replace x by this. Okay, so replace this x. Now that you found x, replace this x by that. So just say f inverse of what? Of x. This we have replaced this. Okay, we have replaced x by this. Okay, so you say equals. Now where there is y there, where there is what? There is y in your equation. Where there is y, replace y with what? With x again. Replace y with x. Okay, so it is going to be like this over 2, like that. So this is the inverse. This is the inverse function of f of x. So this is how you find the answer. I hope you have gotten the point there. So for more understanding, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Okay, let's do another one. So here we have to find the what? The function of of G inverse of X. The function of G inverse of X, that is what we are going to find here. So we have G of X. So this is our B, okay? So we have G of X as 2x minus 3 divided by what? By 2, like that. Then we said that if you want to find this, so you say you equate it to what? Like that is equal to what? So you just replace this G of X with that. Then you just equate it to x minus 3 like that over 2 like that. Okay, so now the next thing that we have to do, we have to replace this by what? By y. So replace it by y. It is going to be 2x. Let me just write it down from here. So it is going to be y is equal to, we have replaced y by that, 2x minus 3 divided by what? Divided by what? By 2. Okay, so that is what to do. So now make x the subject, that is the thing that you're supposed to do. This is the fraction. Okay, so you cross multiply 2 times y, it is going to be 2y is equal to 2x. 1 times this, it is going to be 2x minus 3 like that. Then we are making x the subject, so mean that x has to remain alone. So we are going to move negative 3 to the other side, so that is 2y. Then it will be plus 3 is equal to 2x. So we are looking for x, not 2x. So to get rid of x, we divide both sides by 2. That goes, then you say x is equal to 2y plus 3 divide by what? By 2, like that. Then when you found x, the final thing to do is to replace this x by what? By this, the answer that you are, by that. So that is G inverse of what? G inverse of x. So we replace x by G inverse of x. Let me write it down here. So that is G inverse of what? G inverse of x is equal to 2. So that is 2. So replace y with what? With x. X plus 3 over 2. That is the final answer. That is the final answer. So that's how you find the inverse of f of x. That is how you find the inverse of f of x. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and also share. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can call me on this line or WhatsApp me on this line. Thank you for watching. Continue having a productive day.